Hi, Leo. Welcome to your reading. My name is Edgar Mendez, and today we're doing a weekly love reading. I want to thank you for being here. I know you mean the world to me, and know I love you. I do want to let you all know I do have services open. I am being guided to remind you I do offer Akashic karmic clearing with initiation to the guides and a core belief update. Um, and the private readings, I guess, but that's the first one, the Akashic Karma Clearing. Don't underestimate how important that one is. Anyway, let's take a look here. So we're gonna look at for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is the overall energy surrounding Leo's love life? What is the overall energy surrounding Leo's love life right now? Let's take a look here, Leo. Let's look at what's going on in your love life right now. We have to be fair. Interesting. So your overall. Oh, by the way, I'm doing a bit of a different setup, so just keep that in mind. Nice the sun that came to visit. We have Yin. All right. I feel like you right now, Leo, are wondering if you should take any actions towards your love life. This could be a specific person or maybe in general. I feel like you're trying to be balanced about it. You're trying to be I even want to say in alignment with it. You may try to be working with universe. You're trying to get success in your love life, right? I feel though you have this conundrum. Should you take action, or should you wait for something to pop up in your life? All right, this could be a situation, or it could be just in general. But it feels like that's the conundrum here. I don't know, right? Maybe take some action, maybe not. What comes through from Yin itself? Sorry, Yin, to step forward. Is there's answers that lurk within our shadow, right? That lurk within darkness that we don't often see. Sometimes when we pause, we can see stuff that we're not seeing, and then we can act from that place. Act from I want to say knowledge or light or whatever. But it feels like there are answers within your shadow that can help you solve that problem right now. That can help you understand: should you move? Should you not? You're gonna know when you take that moment. This could be during meditation, but it feels like you know how we have like the deep layers of our subconscious, right? It feels like that. That's actually what it feels like to me. But there is a lot here. Even like stilling your mind, right, could actually help with this. And then we have soulmates. All right, I see what's on your mind here. And then we have the overall co-create. This is it where it's at. What is your co-creation? Is it like sitting and waiting, or is it doing? And it feels one thing that does come from Yin is there are answers in Yin, right? There are answers there. Co-creation is a bit different. I feel like there is why you have this, like, should I pause or should I do? I feel like the reason why you even feel like you should pause is there's an answer in stillness that you can get if you were to actually take a minute, right? Take a breather. This has to do with a soulmate connection, or finding a soulmate, or finding love in general. All right. With that, to be fair here in that soulmate, it's kind of one of the biggest things I get asked a lot is, how do we find that person, right? Gem Goddess, actually, and I actually love the way that she put it. It's something I have adopted myself because I knew it to be true. So we have to become that which we seek, right? We have to become our own soulmate, or become someone, or sorry, yeah, I actually want to say it like that. To find that which we seek. It's the law of attraction. But we'll leave it like that. I feel like you're in a good shape, Leo. All right, let's take a look here. So what's going on for Leo? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. A new energy for Leo. Let's see. New energy for Leo. What does Leo need to know about their love life? Let's take a look here, Leo. Let's see. I've got a different setup here, Leo. So the first card we have is going to be the Son of Wands. In the past, I feel like you feel like you're someone who has put a lot of effort and time into your love life, and it's not really reaped the rewards that you were hoping for, or the benefits that you're hoping for. Maybe you're single still, or maybe you're divorced, or maybe you're someone who you constantly find people, but it never works out. There's something along those lines. There's like a theme when it comes to your love life. You're not getting what you're putting in, and I feel like this theme that you saw has allowed you to kind of I want to say reflect a little bit. You probably went in yin phase, by the way. I'll just leave it there. But and it allowed you to see something you were missing, that you were playing out a theme or a pattern, and you broke it. All right. We have the High Priestess here. And it's reverse. Interesting. What is the High Priestess all about? Let's keep going. We have the World as well. Okay. What does Leo need to know about their love life when it comes to the energy? We have the Seven of Cups here. The High Priestess stands out to me the most, though. The High Priestess in the verse is sometimes, um, uh, I actually want to say you may be you may have separated yourself, or you may have removed your shadow. I know it's the craziest thing because we think of light being light, but shadow has a lot of our power in it, right? Actually, I want to say all of it. Our shadow side, even though we may not want to consider it as us, right, is still us, right? These are parts of yourself that you may be rejecting. With the world being here, I feel like your message is if you want a new cycle, or if you want to break like maybe a pattern, accepting all of you, right? Embracing all of you, healing all of you, right? These are the kind of things that you want to focus on with that world being here. I feel like you are looking for, I see Taurus energy coming through a lot. I don't know why that's coming through, but if you have Taurus in your chart, Yin says looking at where Taurus lands on your chart is going to be the most helpful for you. I don't, you can look up like your astrology chart with your name, your date of birth, and sorry, not your name, but your date of birth and your location. Yin says wherever Taurus lands on your chart, that's important for you. Okay. Look a little bit deeper at that. All right. And look at what that means. We have the Nine of Pentacles at the heart. All right. This is you being single. You've had a lot of offers. I think you get a lot of offers when it comes to love, but you're not looking for all offers, right? You're looking for this, right? That's where it's at. We know it, right? We have the Six of Wands being here as well. Interesting. We have the Mother of Wands in its reverse. Okay. Mother of Wands, 2 more cards for Leo, and then we have the Father of Wands, and then we have the Two of Cups here. Alrighty, so a lot of yous, as crazy as it sounds, I think you may have already met your soulmate. But I'm gonna leave it there. This will be at the end of the reading. I can tell it's gonna come later. But I feel like you may have already met your soulmate. Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna just leave it like that. Just leave it right there. We'll get to that in a second. I think neither one of you was in the place to be a soulmate with each other, right? Or were your own soulmate yet. That's it feels like that's what's I honestly want to say it's what you're reading about, but I can tell you've met them already. I'm gonna just leave it like that for you, Leo. I gotta be real honest with you. We have the Three of Wands being here. Okay. Alrighty, let's keep going for Leo. All right, so let's see. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. For all those that are gonna watch this video, what does Leo need to know about their love life? What does Leo need to know about their love life right now? All right. Sorry, what does Leo need to know about their love life? It's kind of funny that you've met them, right? But it's also that reminder that meeting them isn't actually, I want to say the biggest obstacle, right? I feel like it's bringing our light and our shadow into alignment, right? It's being at the place. I want to say the place in our in terms of like healing our inner harmony. That's what matters the most when it comes to that soulmate. All right. I say things, so I'm just guessing right now. I don't know, but I can tell you met them. So let's see. Last time for Leo readings, what does the Son of Wands mean? All right, what does the Son of Wands mean for Leo's reading? We have Judgment being here. You had an awakening recently, or an epiphany that helped you see a pattern. I feel like this is a pattern that you played out similar to your mother's, or similar to your family. It could be your father's as well, but I see the maternal side as actually the one that you've picked up, the one that you had an epiphany about, and one that you've had a realization about as well. You may have started it very young, maybe in your teenage years, but you've broken it with that Six of Cups here. I mean, it could go earlier than that, but this epiphany, it was about. This epiphany helped you. The Moon, Yin. It helped you see something, right? When you started to see it, you started to break it. With the High Priestess being here, I want to give you like the biggest thing, and this comes from, I want to say, the matriarch, right? Like the matriarch, just like this like feminine energy. Often we tend to look at these things and want to reject them, right? It's like, oh no, it's not me, or I'm not that. It would be, sorry, it wouldn't be wise necessarily to reject that. What if you were to heal it and bring it into you? Or what if you were to accept it, right, as part of you, rather than trying to reject it? When we start to separate ourselves from parts of ourselves, we become less, right? If there's less of you, there's less of you, right? I feel here, whatever this pattern was, you've tried to reject it rather than maybe heal it, or rather than face it. I feel like it's to do with your mother, but I'm gonna leave it like that. this came through from feminine energy. What if, right, you were to just heal it? Or what if you were to talk with your mother about it? Or what if you were to work through that rather than just simply dismissing it? All right. With that moon being here, it's, for one, it's deeper than you know. I know that, right? It's deeper than you know. But what's the high priestess all about here? The high priestess for me in reverse sometimes about identity issues. You may have thought, this isn't me, or this is my mom. You got it in you. All right. You know, one thing even I have had to surrender to this is we all release stuff collectively. All right. We're all releasing. And you know, just because sorry, it doesn't even like that. With the Three of Swords, yeah, this is about you healing your shadow, right? Or healing this part of your shadow right here as well. One thing that comes through from your shadow, Leo, is it would like love, right? It will like to know that it's still cared for and loved. If you know, like our shadow, our, you know, our dark side, right? It's just that, right? I sometimes we want to reject it, or sometimes you want to dismiss it. Sometimes just embracing it, giving it love, and honestly giving it sorry, I want to say grace or unconditional love is all it needs to heal and to release. I feel like your shadow would like some of that grace, or your shadow would like some of that forgiveness. You know, your shadow was just doing what shadows do. All right. And I feel the message here is to not try to dismiss your shadow, not push it out, but embrace it, right? We have the high priestess reverse as well, with the overall being the sun. This is the dark side of you, right? That you're healing. What is that world all about? And again, Taurus energy comes through a lot for this. We have the Page of Pentacles reversed, okay, with the Three of Pentacles being here. Sorry, the Ten of Cups. I could tell it's a family thing. I feel like with that Page of Pentacles being in reverse here, there's a block to starting that new cycle, a block to that happiness that you want as well. It requires this, right? I feel like your shadow needs some love. That's actually what it feels like to me. If I were to give you something, it would be that. I feel like you've had the epiphany, what you need to do next, right? What's in the highest good of all, right? Is you giving your shadow that love. It just needs to know that you're gonna love it thick and thin. All right. What is that to be fair all about? We have the King of Swords being here. It's all that justice energy. Let's see. We have the Seven of Cups. Okay. And then we have the Three of Cups being here as well. One thing that that I've noticed just with myself in my own healing journey is we sometimes we may not want to acknowledge that something dark is a part of us because of how other people may perceive us. All right. You have to let that go, right? There's no way. Sorry, and it comes from divine. That block is a serious block. And when we just accept things that, you know, that are a part of us, so that we can, you know, integrate them and heal them, that's the biggest issue, right? I feel here you may be reluctant to saying I'm like my mom or like my dad, or maybe I have these issues because of how other people may perceive you. This is an interpersonal journey. All right. Your message here is to not disregard it, not dismiss it, and not care about what other people think about you. All right. With the Seven of Cups being here, we have the Two of Cups reversed. Interesting. I feel like the person that you've met before is dealing with the same issue as you. All right. With that Emperor being here, sometimes we tend to look at mask energy and think it's so strong, but I see strength in feminine energy more, right? I feel like you may be hoping this person overcomes this, or this person down here, right, beats this. I feel like you're the one who's going to beat it first. And your message right now is that this comes from honestly honoring your yin energy, right? What is the Nine of Pentacles all about? Sorry, we do have this one, but the first one's going to be the Three of Wands, which is your overall. And then we have the Queen of Wands being here as well. I feel here, Leo, you've taken a stand to wait for your Mr. or Mrs. Right to come into your life. That's okay. I think that the person you're dealing with has done the same thing. One thing that you don't know is you've already met the person. It's funny, but the reason why you're not an energetic match for them is there's some healing, right? That's all it is. All right. With the Six of Wands being here, you will set yourself free from this. I actually want to say from this and have a victory. But I feel like you've taken a stand that you won't chase. You're gonna attract it in. This is actually a real good thing. But one thing that's coming through from I want to say from your spirit guides is you've already met them. It's just about you working through some stuff, some shadowy stuff. All right. We have the Six of Wands being the Ten of Pentacles. You will have success in your love life. With the Strength being in reverse here as well. Having more compassion towards yourself, compassion towards, I want to say, your shadow, right? Or the darker aspects of you is going to be key. What is that yin all about? Why is yin here for Leo? We have these three. All right. We have the Magician coming out. I feel here, you taking a trip to your, I want to say your wild side, isn't going to happen, like I don't know, randomly. You're gonna have to manifest that. This is gonna take real focus to get to that shadow. All right, with the Ace of Pentacles being here as well as the Star. There's a lot of opportunities, right? And for shadow work, there's a lot of healing that shadow work can give us. With the Star being here, you will go through a rebirth. One thing that I've noticed is when I was doing my own like shadowy stuff, right? It's not that you keep it, right? You just, it's like you heal it, you integrate it, you just you even release it. It's that's what happens, but you have to accept it first. I feel like you're gonna go through a massive rebirth once you start to face some of that shadowy stuff. All right. With the Mother of Wands, we have the Knight of Cups being here and the Wheel of Fortune. One thing I can tell here, Leo, especially if you feel like this is you, you're gonna be getting that offer that you want. You took a stand. I see it happening. With that Father of Wands being here in that Wheel of Fortune, the right time will come. All right. What is that Father of Wands all about? We have the Two of Pentacles reversed. Sorry, it's reversed. And the King of Pentacles reversed. Can I have one more, please, for Leo? It's this one here, and the Five of Swords as well. I feel, one thing that comes from, I want to say the higher realms. Sorry, I've been receiving a lot from a lot of people, but one thing that comes from the higher realms is the more that we face our shadow, the more compassionate we are to other people and what their own shadow side has, right? All of us have things that that we feel shame towards, right? That we feel make us less, right? Or we feel other people will judge us for, right? All of us have these things in us, right? There's no such thing as one person not having that, right? All of us have these things, but when we face more of our shadow, right, it makes us more compassionate to others. And I want to say more open-minded, more open-hearted, and more patient. One thing that you're going to feel towards this person that I feel like you've already met before, you're gonna have more forgiveness towards them, more love, more patience, more. I even want to say you'll give them more grace. Why? Because you've dealt with yours, you've faced yours, and you've healed it. The more that you heal, the more patient your person you're going to become, right? The more that you heal, the more tolerant you're going to become, and the more that you heal, the more I want to say the more open-hearted and open-minded you'll become. This person I feel needs it. That's the point, right? This is why this is your reading. I feel like this is someone who maybe they've crossed some lines with you. Maybe they've pushed past your boundaries. But this person requires a lot of that grace, right? A lot of that patience, a lot of that forgiveness. And you may not be able to give it yet, or they know innately, right, that you are not open to them yet. And doing this work can help you open up the door to this person here. They're not a bad person. I feel like they just need a little bit more of that, and this is such an interesting thing. All we need to do is to give, to help heal people, is just give them that love. I don't know if you've ever felt it before. I know I felt it a lot. And it does more than you can imagine. All right. Just knowing that you're loved, sticking through, or sorry. Yeah, thinking through in and out, in your totality. That is everything. All right. What is that Two of Cups all about? We have the Page of Wands here. I don't know if you've dated this person, but this is going to be a brand new cycle that changes everything for you. All right. What is that? That's Two of Cups. Let's see. I will take this one, but it's this one here as well. We have the Knight of Swords as well. They will come running when it's the right time. They will just know, right? It's time to pursue you. Just keep that in mind. I know, right? How will they know? It just feels like it will be lined up. We have the Ten of Swords in its reverse as well with the Justice. Ten of Reverse is it's all for me. It's all about healing, regeneration. Your connection will heal, will bring itself back into balance. But it feels like after you do some of that shadow work, and after you face it, I feel like you can't accept this person for who they are until you accept you for who you are, right? I want to say the good, bad, ugly, right? All of it. And this is about you accepting you for you, every part of you, and you'll be able to accept them for every part of themselves. All right. Could I have that soulmate here? What is that soulmate, please, for Leo? We have the Fool in its reverse. Interesting. When you met this person, you weren't ready to take that plunge. Maybe they weren't either, but you weren't ready. All right, with that Fool being here in its reverse, we have the Queen of Pentacles. And then we have the Queen of Swords with the Three of Pentacles being here as well. Whether you understood it or not at this time, you knew that it wasn't going to work between you and this person. All right. The reason for this is there was some work you had to do within yourself that you hadn't done yet. And when you do this work, it's going to line this connection up real nicely. And it's going to be beautiful. I do feel with the Two of Cups in its reverse here as well, things are going to be brought into alignment and balance. We have the Lovers and then Three of Pentacles reverse. Interesting. Three of Pentacles versus disharmony. There could be disharmony in your connection, but I think this is disharmony within yourself that needs to be healed, right? I want to say your heart, your mind, maybe your soul, right? I want to say like those areas. Those areas is where you need to put your focus, put your time towards. All right. I'll leave it like that. Yeah. Feel good. Feel good. Sorry. Let's grab your outcome cards. We'll do this one. Can I have the outcome for the situation for Leo? What is the outcome for the situation for Leo's reading? What is the outcome for the situation for Leo's reading, please? Let's take a look here. We have this one came out, Redemption. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. It is on point. No, anyway, what is the outcome for Leo's reading? We have abundance coming through as well. There's a lot of abundance in this connection, Leo. Whether you are aware of it or not, whether you are whether you've even had it a taste of it or not, with that abundance here as well, this connection has a lot of prosperity to it, so it will keep growing, right? It will keep evolving. One thing that's coming through a lot is the deeper we go, the deeper we can go with others. All right. And knowing that, going as deep as you possibly can into your shadow is going to allow you to go as deep as you possibly can with this person. All right. We have mindfulness. This is about you being more aware that people are not perfect, Leo, right? I know that we all know that, but there are times in life when people tell us stuff about themselves, or people tell us about their history, or people tell us about their shadow that we often tend to sometimes judge, or we're quick to judge. Be more aware of those times when you may judge others, all right? And be more aware of those times when you may feel that you are judged by others that keep you from going into your shadow as well. But I think it's the first one, all right? Having awareness towards maybe the way we speak, right? The way that we, even give facial expressions. All of these things can help you help you be more, I want to say, considerate to others. All right. We also have, this is going to be in this reverse harmony. There is an imbalance within yourself, right? Within your heart space. I want to say your shadow. This came out reverse breakthrough. It's keeping you from achieving that breakthrough that you want. All right. And this breakthrough is going to start a new cycle for you. All right. We have as your last card. Actually, which one is it going to be? I will take it. We have tranquility in its reverse. I do feel here. Sorry, I don't know why some of these are reverse. We have scarcity here as well. Having a place in your home, or having a place or a certain time of the day where you focus on your inner work and your inner your inner healing is going to be helpful for you. All right. And the overall is going to be passion. I'm going to leave it like that. I want to thank you, Leo. Don't forget to like and comment. A very beautiful reading. Please don't forget to check out my services and take care. Bye, Leo.